fancy cars and good renown. And what if none of their souls were seen? They went to their neighbor impeccably shaved. My sweet Todd, the dean of Fleet Street. Send your razor wise, leading, hold it to the skies. Freely flows the blood of those who are lives. His speech with you, his room was there. Another woman, a fancy chair. Among the sons of the land, the smoke, and you in the tower, the pale of the pond. For you to see deserves the bottom, the streamy top.
The demon power of Fleet Street. Inconspicuous he was, wicked by his greed. He was rapid, smart, under his word. Sweet and he didn't know that he could. Sleeping on and sleeping in the night, the women were shaving.
She was smooth, she was supple, she was weak, and as was stubble. She was smooth, she was supple, she was right, and as was stubble. She was really was shaving, she was shaving, she was shaving, she was shaving, she was he wouldn't want us to give it away. Now sweet Todd.
The demon power of Fleet Street.
I have sailed the world, beheld its wonders, from the Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru, but there's no place like London. I feel home again. I can hear the city bells ring, whatever I do. No, there's no place like London. Sit on, sir. You are young. Life has been kind to you. You will learn. Here we go our several ways, farewell, Antony. I will not soon forget the good ship Bountiful, nor the young man who saved my life. There's no cause to make me good answer. It would have been a poor Christian indeed who would have spotted you pitching and tossing on their raft and not given me a thought. There's many a Christian who have done just that and not lost the wits sleep over it either.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
How would you like to make a walk? I make a shit. I make a bum around. Don't you like to push me off? You look to me, dear, like you got plenty that's a bush.
What's that for loving this end? Don't I know you, mister?
Off you blood, me woman. Off of it. Off, I said.
Then how would you like to get me off, Mr. Wintership?
Off, I said. I'll get with you. Pardon me, sir, but there's no need to fear the likes of her. She's only a half-crazy beggar woman. London's full of them. Beg your indulgence, boy. My mind is far from easy. For in these once familiar streets I feel the chill of ghostly shadows everywhere. forgive me. There is nothing to forgive. Farewell, Anthony. Mr. Todd, before we part, what is it? I have honored my promise never to question you. Never brought you to that sorry shipwreck before affair. And yet, over the many weeks of our voyage home, I've come to think of you as a friend. And if trouble lies ahead for you in London, if you need any help or money, no. There's a hole in the world, every great black pit, and the earth of the world, and have indigenous morals on what is a pig spit that goes by the name of law. I've talked of the horse, the privilege to keep making mock of the turtle, and low the zoo, to beauty, to filth, and greed. I too have saved the world in secrets, wonders, for the cruelty of man is as wondrous as true. But there's no place like London. There was a father and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish father and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive. There was another man who saw that she was beautiful, the pious culture of the law. With the gesture of his claw, he moved the bottle from display. Then there was nothing but to wait, and she would fall so young, so lost, and oh, so beautiful. The lady said, did she sit up? Oh, that was many years ago. I doubt if anyone would know. Now, leave me, Anthony. There's somewhere I must go, something I must find out. Now, and alone. But surely we will meet again before I'm off to Plymouth. If you want, you may well find me around Fleet Street. There's a hole in the world, and a great black pit is filled with shit, and the burden of the world, and how is it?
A customer. Oh, wait, what you got? You gave me such a fright. I thought you was a ghost. Got my minute, got you set, sit you down, set. All I meant is that I haven't seen a customer for weeks. Did you come here for a pie, sir? Don't you give me a big head, a little late. Don't you think we have to play? For the way the people keep avoiding the window. Have another try, sir. But there's no one comes in here to inhale. Right, you ask them, would you like a drop of ale? Mind you, I can hardly blame them. These are probably the worst times. something happened up there, something not very nice. There was a barber and his wife, and he was beautiful, a proper artist with a knife, but they transported him for life, and he was beautiful. Barker, his name was Benjamin Barker.
Transported, what was his crime?
Foolishness. He had this wife, you see, pretty little thing, silly little nit, had her chance for the moon on the street. There were these two, you see, wanted her like mad, one of them a judge, the other one is legal. Every day they dodge and they wheedle. Still she wouldn't budge from her needle. Found her calling. So they really shipped the poor blind girl south they did, leaving her with nothing but grief and a year-old kid. Did she use her hand in the line of the God forbid? Oh, but it was worse yet. Oh, poor thing. Joanna, that was the baby's name. Pretty little Joanna.
Go on.
Mind if you like it gets stirring down to. Well, Eagle goes on a roll for a night. Poor thing, poor thing. The judge, he tells her is old and trite. He blames himself for her dreadful plight. She must come straight to his house tonight. Poor thing, poor thing. Of course, when she goes there, poor thing, they're having his roll on an ass. There's no one she knows that dear poor thing. She wanders from the dead and drinks, poor thing. The judge has repented, she thinks, poor thing. Oh, where is Judge? And she asks, was there all right? Or men not so contrite? She wasn't romantic, such craft you see, and everyone felt it so droll. They figured she had to be daft, you see, so all of them stood there and laughed, you see. Poor soul, poor
No one have mercy on us.
So it is you, Benjamin Barker.
Not Barker! Todd! Now, Sweeney Todd! Where is she?
So changed. Good God, what did they do to you down there in bloody Australia or wherever?
It's my wife. Where's Lucy?
She poisoned herself. Arsenic from the apothecary on the corner. I tried to stop. What do you want listen to me?
And my daughter.
He's gone.
Judge Joker.
He had a conscience. But not when I get on. You can say it was good luck for her. Oh.
15 years. Sweat away, living hell, or trumped up charge. 15 years! Dreaming that I might perhaps come home to a loving wife and child. Let them quake their boots, Judge Turner, and the people. For their hour has come.
You're going to get him. You. The big little nobody of a runaway convict of love. You'll never get his high quality. There's not a beagle neither, not in a million
live. If I have to sweat in sewers or in the plague hospital, I'll live. And I will have him.
Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Wait. See? It turned out to be the sewers of the Plague Hospital. When they come for the little girl, I hid them. I thought, who knows, maybe the poor silly blind child will be back again someday and need it. Cracked in the head, wasn't I? Times as bad as they are, I could have got 5 maybe 10 quid for him any day. See, you can be a awkward day. Handles his cheese and silver,
Silver, yes. These are my friends. See how they would sail to Spain for all its wonders. When in Kearney's lane lies the greatest wonder yet. Oh, Miss, look at you pale and lively skinned. Oh, look at you looking so sad, so queer. Oh, Miss, not to retreat in the darkness back of your window. Not to be look down here. Look at me.
my head was as bald as a novice's knees. I was dying of shame till a gentleman came, an illustrious barber, Redley by name. He gave me a liquid as precious as gold. I rubbed it in daily like what I was told. And behold, less than 30 days old. 'Twas Peter Redley's miracle elixir. That's what did the trick, sir. True, sir, true. Was it quick, sir? Did it in a tick, sir? Just like an elixir ought to do. How about a bottle, mister, when it costs a penny guarantee? Redley stimulate the grocer. You can have my oath, sir. 'Tis unique. Rub a minute, stimulate a minute. Soon you'll have to thin it once a week. Gently dab it, gets to be a habit. Soon there'll be enough, sir. Somebody can grab it. See the chap with hair like Shelley's you can tell he's used me Redley's.
Let me have a bottle, they get only so much as awful space.
Has to be like chicken, looks like candy. The sun looks like pie.
Redley's miracle elixir. Anything but sweet, sir. Stews, browns, curls. Try Redley's when they see how thick, sir. You can have your picture of the girls. See Redley's miracle elixir. Just for Redley's it has it, so it's an epic, so don't worry. Just for Redley's miracle elixir. That will drink some. It's got picture.
And I'm done for Peter Redley, the king and the lovers, the Barbara King to do what a journal the other day. I grew a kid. The so famous Peter Redley, I wish you to know the whole house of a nerve to say. My elixir is a pizza. Who says that?
I do. I am Mr. Sweeney Todd, and I have opened a bottle of Pirelli's elixir, and I say to you, it is nothing but an arrant fraud concocted of piss and ink.
Pay no attention to that madman, ladies and gentlemen.
As we were earlier, I have serviced no kings. Yet I'll wager I can shave a cheek and pull a tooth with 10 times more dexterity than any street mountebank. You see these razors? I'll lay them against 5 pounds. You are no match for me. You hear me, sir? I will accept my challenge to reveal yourself as a sham.
These are indeed fine things. Instruments like these, once seen, cannot soon be forgotten. You wish to wager these against 5 pounds, sir.
I do.
You hear this foolish man? Watch and see how he will regret his folly. 5 pounds, 80.
Will Peter Bamford be the judge? Glad, as always, to oblige my friends and neighbors.
Ready.
Ready.
To share of a face, to pull the tooth, require the grace and not the brute. For if you slip, you nick the skin, you clear the chin, you rip and answer the truth. To share of a face, or even a paw,
seems your face is known to me.
Him? That's a laugh. Him being my uncle's cousin, arrived from Birmingham only yesterday.
And yet already I have heard the name Beadle Bamford spoken with great respect. Well, I always try my best for my neighbours. In Fleet Street, above your pie shop, ma'am?
That's it, sir.
Mr. Todd, you shall surely see me there before the week is out. You will be welcome, Beadle Bamford, and I guarantee to give you without a penny's charge the closest shave you will never know.
Swinging on and swinging back like a perfect machine. Like calling a hook, making a trap, setting it out on the thing to snap. So they go to singing it, 7 months on the singing. Laying the chair, showing the traces, letting it be. Hard and lazy, laying the bed, showing the traces, letting it be. Hard and lazy, still on the road, showing the traces, letting it be.
did you look in that light muslin gown?
It is nothing but an old dress, Father.
But fairer on your young form than wings on an angel? Oh, if I were to think,
With what, dear Father?
if I were to think you'd encourage this young rogue,
I, a maid trained from the cradle to find in modesty and obedience the greatest of all virtues. Dear Father, when have you ceased to warn me of the wickedness of men?
venal young men of the streets with only one thought in their heads, that there are men of different and far higher breed. I have one in mind for you.
You have?
A gentleman who would shield you from all earthly cares and guide your faltering steps to the sober warmth of womanhood. A husband, a protector, and yet an ardent lover too. It is a man who through all the years has surely earned your affection.
You not just a penny, dear. Whereupon, one of the knives that give the stomach cramps out the neighborhood.
Off with you, or you'll get a kick on the front that'll make your teeth chatter.
Sturdy thing. You and your fancy ass. All falls for a desperate woman.
And a bear, isn't it? I never did like a bear room. Oh well, we'll find some nice little knickknacks.
Answered the bugle call. Before the week was up, that's what he said.
And who's just the week's out yet? It's only Tuesday. Easy now, hush, hush. Don't distress yourself, what's your rush? Keep your thoughts nice and lush. Wait, hush, hush, hush. Think it through. Once it bubbles and wants to do, watch it close, let it wait. I've been thinking flowers, maybe daisies, to brighten up the mood. Don't you think some flowers, pretty daisies, might relieve the mood? Wait, love,
And the judge, when do I get here?
Aren't you thinking nothing else? Always proving away on your wrongs what happened heaven knows how many years ago. Slow, love, slow, time so fast. Now goes quickly, see, now it passes. Soon will pass, soon will last. Wait, don't you know, silly man, the fun is to grab the plan. All good things come to those who can wait. Lily flowers maybe, instead of daisies. I don't know, what do you think?
Yes.
Lily flowers, I'd say. Nothing like a nice bowl of gillies.
Mr. Todd? Mr. Todd? Anthony? Oh, I have paced Fleet Street a dozen times with no success. Another sign in business already. Yes. I congratulate you. And
Mrs. Lovett, sir.
a pleasure, then. Mr. Todd, I have so much to tell you. I have met the fairest and most loving maid that any man could dream of. And yet there are problems. She has a guardian so tyrannical that she is kept shut up from human eye. But then this morning, this key fell from her shutter. The surest sign that Joanna loves you.
Joanna?
That's her name, and determined. That is the abominable parent. A judge, it seems, but as I said, a monstrous tyrant. Mr. Tom, once the judge has gone to court, I'll slip into the house and plead with Joanna to fly with me tonight. Yet, when I have her, where can I take her until I have hired a coach to speed us home to England? Mr. Tom, if I could lodge her here for an hour or two.
Bring her, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I have your consent, Mr. Tom. The girl may come. I shall be grateful for this to the grave. Now I must hurry, for surely the judge is off to the Old Bailey. 1,000 blessings on you both. Thank you. Thank you.
Joanna! Oh, what a prophet! It's like... It's like fate, isn't it? You'll have her back before the day is out.
For a couple of hours, until he carries her off to the other end of England.
Oh, that sailor. Let him bring her here. And then, since you're so hot for a little... That's the throat to slit, dear. Mr. T will make a nothing. All it's only you and me. Poor thing. All those years are but a scrap of motherly affection. I'll soon change all that. I will. For if ever there was a maternal heart, it's mine.
Good morning, Mr. Todd. And you, bellissima signorina.
Glad to meet you, senor, I'm sure.
Little business with Mr. Todd, signor. If you will give the permission.
What looks? Look at it now. It don't look like it's had a kind word since 9:30. What would you say, son, to a nice juicy meat pie, eh? Your teeth are strong, I hope.
I'd like my 5 pounds back, if you don't mind. It'll hold me up until your customers start coming. Then at half your profits, you'll hand over to me once a week on Friday. Share the night. All right, Mr. Benjamin Parker.
Why do you call me that?
You don't remember me, do you? Why should you? I was just a down and out you hired for a few weeks with no hair and such. But I remember these. And you. Benjamin Parker, later transported to Botany Bay for life. Do we have a deal? Or do I run down the street for my pal, Deal back? You think you're smart? You're foolish, you boy. Tomorrow you start in my empire. You understand? You're like my
His hands were quick, his fingers strong. It stung a little, but not for long. And those who thought they were sick of God were soon reconsidering under the sod. Presided with a friendly thought from Sweeney Todd. The king and daughter of Fleet Street. See your razor lips, Sweeney, feel how well it fits. As it floats across the rooftop in a breeze.
This is the 4th time, sir, that you have been brought before this bench. Though it is my earnest wish ever to temper justice with mercy, your persistent dedication to a life of crime is such an abomination before God and man that I have no alternative but to sentence you to hang by the neck until you are dead. Court adjourned. It is perhaps remiss of me to close the court so early, Because today we celebrate my sweet little Annie's birthday. To have her daddy back home so soon to hug and kiss her will be the crowning joy on such a happy day. It is a happy moment for me, too. Walk home with me, for I have news for you. In order to shield her from the evils of this world, I have decided to marry Joanna next Monday. Ah, sir, happy news indeed. Strange, when I offered myself to her, she showed a certain reluctance. But that's natural in a young girl. Now that she has had time for reflection, I'm sure she will greet my proposal in a more sensible frame of mind.
He means to marry me one day. Would you like to? I'd rather die. Swap poison on somebody. That's what I'll do. I'll get some life. That's a noise. A noise. Giving me some noise. It's still a noise. What's another noise? What's the weather? Oh, sir. Oh, sir. If he should marry me one day, what will I do? I'll die. It's Friday. We're truly Sunday. What can we do with time?
Yes, but surely the respect that she owes me as a guardian should be sufficient to kindle a more tender emotion. Excuse me, my lord, may I request, my lord, permission, my lord, to speak? Forgive me if I suggest, my lord, you're looking less than your best, my lord. There's powder upon your vest, my lord, and stubble upon your cheek. And ladies, my lord, are weak. Perhaps, if she greets me cordially upon my return, I should give her a small gift. Ladies in their sensitivities, my lord, have a fragile sensibility. When a girl's emergent, probably divergent, you refer to her gentility, my lord. Personal disorder cannot be ignored, given their genteel proclivities. Meaning no offense, it happens they resent it, ladies in their sensitivity, my lord. Stubble, you say? Perhaps at times I am a little over-hasty with my morning ablutions. Fret not, though, my lord, I know a place, my lord, a mark, my lord, of skill. Thus on with the shaded face, my lord, some hold it alone to brace, my lord, and must to enhance the chase, my lord, you'll dazzle the girl until she bows to your every will. That may well be, sir. And where is this miraculous power? In Fleet Street, sir. Perhaps you may be right. Take me to him. The name is Paul.
Second commitment.
It is a tall, very Sunday.
Saturday servers all Saturday.
Give up.
The noise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
First, there's the lad downstairs.
Send him up here.
Him too? Surely one's enough for today, dear. You shouldn't indulge yourself.
Providence is come. Judge Turpin.
Him? The judge has come!
Here, woman.
What are you going to do?
Leave me, I said.
Don't worry, I'm out.
Mr. Tom. At your service, sir. An honor to receive your passionate service. These premises are hardly prepossessing, and yet the beadle tells me that you're the most accomplished of all the barbers in the city. That is generous of you. You must please excuse the modesty of my establishment. It's only a few days ago I set up quarters here, and a few necessaries are yet to come. Sit, sir, if you please, sir. Sit. And what may I do for you today? A stylish trimming of the hair. A soothing skin massage.
You see, sir, a man infatuated with love, her ardent and eager slave. So fetch the maiden upon the stone, and lend me a more seductive tone, a sprinkling perhaps of French cologne, but first, sir, I think a shave.
The closest I ever came.
You're in a merry mood today, Mr. Tom. 'Tis your delights are catching fire from one man to the next. 'Tis true, sir, love can still inspire the blood to pound the heart higher. What more can man require? And love, sir, then love, sir, what, sir? Women. Ah, yes, women.
Pretty women. Now then, my friend, now to your purpose. Patience, enjoy it. Revenge can't be taken in.
Take haste, and if you like, you'll be commended, sir.
My lord, that who may be said as your intention, sir?
My lord.
And pretty as a rosebud. Pretty as a mother.
What was that?
Nothing to nothing. Everything sees. Pretty women. Fascinating. Sipping coffee. Dancing. Pretty women are a wonder. Pretty women. Sitting in the window, standing on the step, soaking in their cheers the air. Ah, pretty women, silhouetted, stay within you, lounging, stay forever, breathing lightning. Pretty women, blowing out their candles, or going out rolling out their hair. They will even when they when man is placed to absolutely go there. Pretty women have to live in their darkness, the rising now of the kingdom, watching how they play on that sing. suddenly everything set for me. You should dump him. There is indeed a higher power toward me lost in time. Joanna eloped with you. Deceiving slut. I'll lock her up in some obscure retreat where neither you nor any other vile, corrupting youth shall ever lay eyes on her again. And as for you, Barbara, it is all too clear what company you keep. Service them well and hold their custom, for you'll have none of mine. Mr. Todd, out, I said.
All this running and shouting, what is it now, dear?
They had him, but then
They look busted in. I saw them both running down the street, and I said to myself, the fight's on the fire for sure.
I had him. His coat was bare. My hand.
There, dear, don't fret.
Oh, had him. His coat was bare. Never come again.
Hush, like hush. I keep telling you, it was no
Why
hush.
did I wait? You will be the waste. You cannot come again. There's a whole lot of good liquid that kids good people are good as shit. The bucket of the world in hands. But not for they all deserve to die. Turning one, Mrs. Muppet, turning one. Welcome to the grave! I will have vengeance! Until my salvation! You, sir! No one in the chat, come on! Sweeties, you're waiting. I want you to lead us! You, sir! Anybody! Gentlemen, now don't be shy! Not one man! No, not 10 men! You're 100! And the sweet I will have you! And I will get you back even as we lost. In the meantime, I'll practice on the honorable thrones and burn Lucy lies in ashes. And I'll never see my girl again. But the wait! I will die at last, and I'm full of shame.
That's all very well. But all that matters now is him. What are we going to do about him?
Later, Prince Doug will find some secret place of bury.
Well, of course we could do that. I don't suppose there's any relative going to come poking around looking for him. Well, you know me. Sometimes bright ideas just pop into my head. And I keep thinking, seems a downright shame.
Shame.
Seems an awful waste. Such a like it dark. Other financier, think of his career.
That's the right.
Right, no, it's very cashier. It never really sold. Maybe it was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, I'm told. It was about till you smell it and out of how it breaks. Stitch up priest. Now this may be a bit stringy because it's fiddle player.
That's not fiddle player. That's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Then blow on it first.
The history of the world must see.
Oh, with the gun, what does it tell?
This gets eaten and who gets to eat.
Who gets the sound?
Unfortunately, it's all so clear.
Everybody goes down with me. Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Too salty. I prefer general.
With or without his privates? With his extra?
What is that?
It's all finest in the shop. We have some shepherds, white pepper, with actual shepherd on top. Young, it's politicians so oily, it's served with the toiling of wand.
One, so you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fire, try it, try it.
The clergy is really too awesome to be late. Yes, the always the right to the top. Don't come again when you have judge on the menu. What's that?
Executioner.
Picture the chief of the world affects.
Yes, yes, I know, my love.
You take the customers that we can get.
I know,
We'll not discriminate great from small. And we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? For your nostrils are quiver and tingling as well at that delicate, luscious and rosy smell. Yes, they are, I can tell. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that aroma in which the breeze is like nothing compared to its succulent source, as the homies among you will tell you, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, you can imagine the rapture in store. Just inside of this door. This is love's meat pie, savory and sweet pies, as you'll see. You who eat pies, Mrs. Lovett's meat pies, conjure up the treat pies used to be.
nice to see you, dear. All you can keep. Call me Moses Beery. Tell me, one for the gentleman, here's the birdies cheeping. Help me keep the cheeping. Tell me, come on now.
That's good.
What's your pleasure, dearie? Now we know the slices. Call me Isis Beery. Tell me, none of the gentlemen are good up in prices. I'm a little leery. Is this good? Me better now.
That's good.
Not on excuse me, dear, see to the customers. Yes, what love quick, though the trade is good.
But it's 6
So
o'clock.
it takes a torch,
You two arrive at the torches of fire.
and it's actually already down the block in the door. Here I now, look at that, you know. This is my customers, really are counting on brilliant ones. If I said dearie, oops, I beg your pardon, just me hands are smeary. Told me, run for the gentleman, don't you love a garden? Always makes me teary, must be one of the foreigners.
That's good. That Hear me.
My heart's a flutter.
I pound the floor.
You pound the floor.
It's a signal to show that you're ready to go. And I
You
pound the
go,
floor.
you pound the floor, you go, you go,
Place. I'll count 3 times. 3 times. To warn you. 3 times. That says exactly 4 pies. 4 pies. 4 pies. 4.
About 15 minutes, we know John the Baptist, eating toasting, but what is all of us in? And the sheep and the boys, which are hearing my dubbing, no,
Oh, that's good. That is it. Have you been just ever tasting such? Oh my God, what perfect 4 pies. I feel they think that walls hide. Even now I'm at the window. I am in the dark side. Very sweetly in your yellow hair, Joanna. And are you beautiful and pale with yellow hair like her? I'd want you beautiful and pale the way I've dreamed you were, Joanna. And if you're beautiful, what then with yellow hair like wheat? I think we shall not meet again, my little dog, my sweet Joanna. Goodbye, Joanna. You're gone, and yet you're mine. I'm fine, Joanna. I'm
Sigh of the devil, say you're fire. Wait, spell, every evil spell, every night of the festival spell, so it comes from above, city on fire, city on fire. Mister, mister, mister.
And if I never hear your voice, my turtle dove, my dear, I still have reason to rejoice. The way ahead is clear, Joanna. And in that darkness where I'm blind, what I can't forget is always morning in my mind, my little lamb, my pet, Joanna. You stay, Joanna, the way of the trees you are. Oh, look, Joanna, a star, very sweetly in your yellow hair, a shooting star.
Somebody look up there, I tell you from the lair, city on fire. Quick, this, run and tell all your walls, the witches spell, their tears, their tears, their lies spell, tell to the Negro police as well, help, 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 please, city on fire.
nothing. Sir, there has been a monstrous perversion of justice here. A young woman, as safe as you or I, has been incarcerated there.
Is that a fact? What's this young person's name?
Joanna?
Joanna. That would by any chance be Judge Turpin's ward.
If the devil incarnate...
You watch your tongue! That girl is as mad as the seven seas. I brought her here myself, so... Oh,
You have no right to...
no right! Eh? You just hop at her and booking you for disturbing the peace, assailing an
Is
officer...
there no justice in this city? Are the officers of the law as vicious and corrupt as an ambassadors? Joanna! Joanna!
Nothing like a nice sit down, is there, dear, after a hard day's work. Mr. T, are you listening to me?
Yes, of course.
And what did I say?
You must be away to the judge.
Bloody old judge. Always hopping on the bloody old judge. You got a nice respectable business now. Coming in regular. And since we're careful to pick and choose only strangers and such like what won't be missed, let's get to catch on. Oh, Mr. Bowles, I'm so happy I could eat up. I really could. You know what I like to do, Mr. Bowles. What I dream if the business tastes good, where I really like to go. Don't you want to know?
Yes,
Do you really want to know?
yes, I do. I do.
I've always had a dream, ever since I was a skinny little slip of a thing and rubbed it on that
Joanna's sister is rescued. When do you suppose all of the wigmakers of London boats will take their human hair? Bedlam! They get their hair from the lunatics at Bedlam. What do you think? Fox Simon, why not? The right amount will sell you the hair of any madman's head. Go to this, Mr. Fogg. Tell me who will pay the highest price. The hair the exact shade of Joanna's, which I trust you know. Yellow. It's not exact enough. We must make you a credible wigmaker and quickly. This tawny and this golden saffron, this flaxen and this blonde. Repeat that. Repeat that. Yes, Mr. Togwell. There's tawny and there's golden saffron, there's flaxen and there's blonde. There's corn and white, there's straight and curly, there's bass, there's white, there's ash, there's curly, there's green, there's yellow, there's black, and gold, there's tall and yellow.
Three minutes too long before all the terror again he swore. Pushing the right to swing his head. City was ready to swing his pen. City is from the top and fall. Always over the city was cold. City was short, city was brave. City began the engines turning. City was young and jumping. Now I never to say it.
With finer textures, ashes rarer, grace is rarer, flax the rarer, gold, yes, it's cheaper, not rarer. There's the pistol. Kill if you must. Kill. I will kill a dozen jailers if need be to set her free. Awfully then. One more thing, Anthony. After you have rescued John, bring her back here. I will guard her while you hire the carriage from Plymouth. We will be with you before the evening is out, Mr. Todd. And thank you, friend. Most honorable Judge Turpin.
Most honorable.
I venture thus to write you this urgent note to warn you that the hot-blooded young sailor
As on the day of our
Joanna, from an institution where you so wisely confined her, but hoping to earn your favor, I have persuaded the boy to lodge her here tonight at my tonsorial parlor in Fleet Street. If you want her again in your arms, hurry after the night falls. She will be waiting. Your obedient, humble servant, sweetie.
Look, dear, I'll have him after, and guess who it's for?
Who, man, for me?
Would you like to know?
So good to me. I think what it was like to see you already. Seems like the good Lord sent you for me.
It's just my warm heart, dear. Room enough there for all God's creatures.
You know, Mum, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. If there was a monster, an ogre, and anything bad like what was after you, I'd rip it apart with my bare fists. I would.
What a sweet child.
Even if it was just a man.
Well, dear,
A man what was bad. Might be luring you all unbeknownst into his evil deeds like.
what's this? What are you talking about?
you not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Little John with a smile for a while, but in time nothing can harm you, not while I'm around.
What is this foolishness? What are you talking about?
So you think what I've been thinking and wondering about? It's him, you see. It's Mr. Todd. I know you fancy him, but men ain't like women. They ain't like what can be trusted. As I've lived and learned. Not to worry, not to worry. I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it, show me something I can overcome. Not to worry, no. Being close and being clever ain't like being true. I don't need to, I will never hide a thing from you. Like sun.
Now, Toby dear, haven't you had enough foolish chatter? Let's just sit nice and quiet for a bit. I know what Toby deserves. A nice bonbon. Yeah.
That's Signor Pirelli's purse.
What's that? What's
And
that?
that proves it. What I've been thinking, that's his purse.
Silly, well, that's just a silly something Mr. T gave me for my birthday.
Mr. Todd gave it to you? And how did he get it? Well, how did he get it?
Bought it, dear. In the pawn shop, dear. Come on now. Nothing's wrong. Not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, but not while I'm around.
You don't understand. Two quick in it, two or three. Government giving up his purse with 2 quid in it. Not for a minute, can you see? Was it Mr. Todd harder than the governor disappeared?
Boys and their fancies, what will we pick up next? Here, dear, sit it by your Aunt Nellie like a good boy. Lovely, lovely. A woman's going to keep you as the Danish wet drawing. I'll be coming, Hazel.
Little John with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you. Not while I'm around.
You know, dear, it's the strangest thing you're coming to chat with me right now of all moments. Because as I was sitting here with my needles, I was thinking, what a good boy Toby is. So hardworking, so obedient. And I thought, now how you've always fancied coming into the bakehouse with me to help make the pies.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Well, how about that?
You mean it? Make them, make them.
No time like the present, is there?
Ooh, it's quite a stink, ain't there?
Them steps go down to the old cellar's level, the whiff comes up. God knows what's down there. So moldy and dark. And there's always a couple of rats gone home to Jesus. Now, the big ovens is here.
Oh, they're big enough, ain't they?
Hardly big enough to bake all the pies we sell, 10 dozen at a time. Now, here's the grinder. You see, you put the beet in the grinder, you grind it, and it comes out here. And you know the secret? What makes the meat pie so sweet and tender? 3 times. You must put the meat through the grinder 3 times.
3 times, eh?
That's it, my boy. Smoothly? Smoothly.
You made pies all my own. Where you going, Mom?
Back in a moment, dear.
Sweet Polly Plumpkin lay in the grass, tender eyes heavenward sigh. I am a lass who, alas, loves a lad who, alas, has a lass in Canterbury. 'Tis a row down, diddle down day. 'Tis a row down, diddle down city road crying, I am a lass who alas loves a lad who alas has a lass in Canterbury. 'Tis a round, round, diddle dowdy, 'tis a round, round, diddle dowdy. Well, now, I hope you have a few moments, for I'm here today on official business.
Official?
That's right, ma'am. See, there's been complaints.
Complaints?
About the stink from your chimney, ma'am. At night they say it's something foul. Health regulations being my duty, I'm afraid you'll have to let me take a look.
At the bakehouse?
That's right, ma'am.
But it's locked. And I don't have the key. Mr. Todd, he's got the key. And he's not here right now.
When will he be back?
Couldn't say, I'm sure.
If one bell rings in the tower of Bray, ding dong, your true love will stay. Ding dong, one bell today in the tower of Bray. Ding dong.
One bell today!
What's that?
That's just my lord, allowed to help speak with the pies.
Surely he's in the bakehouse then, isn't he?
Well, yes, of course. But he's, well, simple in the head. As we keep on off, we found him 2 days later, down by the embankment, half starved, poor thing. So ever since, we locked him in for his own security.
Then we'll just have to wait for Mr. Tom, won't we?
But just now, the tower of Bray,
Ding dong, that was right. Ding dong,
Ding dong,
two bells today in the tower of Bray. Ding dong, ding dong.
if 3 bells ring in the tower of Bray.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Todd's going to whooping. Won't be back for hours, and he will be ever so sorry to have missed you. Why, just the other day he was saying only to people. But Grace might not sorry or Barbara. I give him a most stylish haircut. The daintiest shades over nothing. So why don't you drop back some other time and take advantage of his offer?
Well, that's real friendly of him. If 4 bells ring in the tower of Bray.
Just how many bells are there?
Well, ding dong, ding dong.
Mr. Todd, back already. Who's here, Mr. Todd? Some foolish complaint about the bakehouse or something. He wants the key. I told him that you had it. But there's no rush to sell. Why don't you let Mr. Todd fix you up nice and pretty? There'll be plenty of time for the bakehouse later.
Tell me, Mr. Todd, do you pomade the hair? I dearly love a pomaded head.
Pomade, of course, and a nice facial rub-up, made on or for free.
Well, sir, I take that very kindly. I am, sir, entirely at your disposal.
The engine roared, the motor hissed, and who could see on the road twist? In Sweeney's letter, the entry flashed, the meal arrived and the meal dispatched. To satisfy the hungry cause of Sweeney Todd, the demon mother of sweet Sweeney, 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 Sweeney.
to wake the dead. We've got to look after him.
But the Georges call me my marine seat.
Marine of Rabbit. Come on.
Mr. Fogg, I agree it would be to our mutual interest to come to some arrangement in regards to my poor children's hair. Your children! We are one happy family here, sir, and all my patients are my children. Corrected when they're naughty, and rewarded with a sweetie when they're good. But to our business. Here is a charming yellow, a little dull and tall perhaps, but you can soon restore its natural beauty. Now here, fine texture for a man, and as you must know, sir, there is always a discount on the hair of the male.
This one has hair the shade I see.
Poor child, she needs so much correction. She stays all day and night and leaves the other evening sleepless. Come, child, smile for the gentleman, and you shall have a sweetie. Now, where shall I cut?
Joanna! Stop, Mr. Fogg, or I will fire!
Fire, and I will stop.
I'm dead on shoot!
City on fire, rats in the grass, and the lunatics yelling in the streets, it's the end of the world. Yes, city on fire! Like Netflix stories to the ground, and the world will die. Wait, watch out, look, blocking out the moonlight, they've black and gray. Falling in the city on fire, city on fire, city on fire.
Will we be married on Sunday? That's what you promised. Married on Sunday. That's the plan on this.
Red, go, running on the chimney's face, black rose, switching at the city on fire, city on fire, city on fire.
Nothing to be afraid of, boy!
She's a wicked one, she'll deceive you with a fancy gown and a fancy hair and her Mr. Where are you, people, people?
Back to the streets of the lunatics, shouting at the world, it's the end of the world, it's city on fire, much like this insurance of the man's street of time, and things must bound, running on the chimney's face, black rose, city on fire.
Mr. Fogg!
No one here. Where's Mr. Todd?
No matter. He'll be back in a moment, for I trust him as I trust my right arm. Now, you wait here for him, and I will return with the coach in less than half an hour.
What they're looking for us, Sim. What if they trace us here? Oh, Ashley, please let me come with you.
No, there is no safety for you on the streets.
But dressed in these sailor's clothes, who's to know 'tis I?
No, the risk is too great. Ah, miss, look at me, miss. Oh, look at me, please. Oh, favor me with your glass. Oh, miss, soon will be gone and sail the seas and happily wed in France. And we'll sail the world and see its wonders from the pearls of Spain to the rubies of Tibet, and then come down to London someday. I'll be back before those lips have time to lose that smile.
Someone calling the beetle. I knew it. Beetle, 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 beetle.
my neighbor, Mrs. Lonnet. Thank heaven the sailor did not molest her. Thank heaven, too, she has seen the error of her ways. She has? Oh, yes, sir. She has learned your lesson. Well, she speaks only of you, longing for forgiveness, and she shall have it. Pretty women, yes. Quickly, sir, a splash of Nero. Sit, sir, sit. Joanna. Pretty women. Hurry, man. Pretty women are a wonder. You're in very mood again today, father. Pretty women. What we do for pretty women. Looking out red candles. Looking out tastes in women at least. Oh, what's that? No doubt the years have changed me. But then I suppose the face of a barber, the face of a prisoner in the dock is hardly memorable. Benjamin Barker! Benjamin Barker! Rest now, my friend. Rest now forever. Sleep now, the untroubled sleep of the angels. You! What are you doing here?
Excuse me, sir. I saw the barber sign, so thinking to ask for a shave.
Why did you call me?
Please, sir, I beg of you, whatever I have seen, no man shall ever know, I swear it.
A shave, eh? At your service.
Yes, sir.
Whatever you have seen, your cheek is as much in need of a razor as it was before. Sit. Sir. Sit!
God! Heaven, God!
Lift your razor high, sing, hear it singing, yes. Sing it in the rosy skin of righteousness.
You let me. All the demons in hell come to torment me.
Why did you scream as the judge still live?
Don't you touch her?
You're talking about is just a medical. Oh no. Oh God. Don't I know you, she said. You knew. From the moment I walked into your shop, you knew my Lucy lived.
I was only thinking of you.
Lucy.
Oh, Lucy, a crazy hag. Look at bones and rotten spuds out of my ash cans. Would you have wanted to know that was all that was left of her?
You lied to me.
No, not mine. It all nice.
Pat cake, baker's man, bake me a cake. No, bake me a pie to light my eye. I will side crust be. Mrs. Love, it's the old woman. It's harmed her too, have her? Shouldn't you know? Shouldn't harm nobody. Razor, helps me grind my corn. Pat 'em and prick 'em and mark 'em with a bee and put 'em in the oven for baby and me. Pardon me. Ladies and gentlemen, you may not enter here. The mistress don't let no one enter here. See, there's work to be done. So much work. Three times. That's the secret. 3 times through for them to be tender and juicy. 3 times through the grinder. Smoothly, smoothly done. The tale of Sweeney Todd. His skin was pale, his eye was hard. He shaved the faces of gentlemen who never thereafter were heard of again. He trod a path that few would trod, did Sweeney Todd. 13 and Barbara fleet his feet. He kept a shop in London town. Of fancy prize huge renown. But if none